Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. Today I have this makeup look for you guys. It's a very simple, I just wanted to do a 20-minute makeup look of me but polished. You know, when I've got somewhere to be but I don't have a lot of time, I had a lie-in and I kind of just want to look put together. This is the makeup look that I will put on my face. I absolutely love it. It's my go-to, using my go-to products. Let me know your thoughts down below, but if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, let's get started. If you've been following me for a while, you know this is right up my alley. I love anything that is base makeup, base skin focused makeup, and this is exactly what this is, but just kind of like a quick run through, something that you guys can do at home as well. It's not going to be too confusing. We're going to start off with moisturizer. I need to moisturize my skin. It's very important for you guys to do this too. You can also use a primer, but I particularly love the PIXI. This is a Skin Treats Rose Ceramide Cream. I like it because it's really hydrating and it just kind of feels really nice on the skin. So I'm going to take a little bit of this cream and then I'm going to massage this all over the face and take it down on my neck area as well. Moving straight into foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Matte Cover. I am in the shade 320 Caramel Toffee. Now it says that it's a mattifying long wear foundation for you oily girls and boys. It's got 24-hour shine control, but I'm not going to kid you guys. You guys know that I'm a glossy queen, a dewy queen at heart. I absolutely love this foundation. The reason why I love it is even though it's matte, it's like my skin. It's an insane color match, first of all, but it's just like my skin but better. And it isn't like chalky, it isn't flat, it just looks like a polished layer of skin, which is what I love about it the most. And if you love matte foundation, then this one is going to be one of your holy grails. So I'm just going to bounce my beauty blender using this foundation all over the face. I particularly like to take it down my neck and chest area. Anywhere that's exposed, I'll take it down as well, just to create a really nice blank canvas. I'm hoping that you guys can see how good this color matches. Oh my god, I love a good color matched foundation. This is perfect for me. It's my skin in a bottle, and I hope you guys can also see that the coverage is insane. I only used the tiniest amount and I popped it all over, but you can see my dark circles are almost erased. I'm going to use concealer. You may not need to, but I'm going to use concealer because let's be honest, this is me. But the coverage is insane. They also stock 20 different shades too. So moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the Too Faced, of course, Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Warm Sand. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of the NARS. This is Ginger, just to kind of brighten a tiny bit. But what I like to do is I like to pop them both on together, and then I will blend them out using my beauty blender. That way it's just quicker. You're not doing separate stages. You're killing two birds with one stone. Now, because I want this look to stay fresh and clean, I'm going to use liquids and creams instead of powders. I feel like sometimes when you use powders or you're layering powders, if you're in a rush and you kind of overdo it, you can't take back. Whereas if you're putting on creams, I feel like you can go over with your beauty blender, go over with foundation, and it'll be fine. It still stays fresh and clean. I hope that makes sense. So for bronzer, I'm going to take the NUDESTIX. This is the Nudies Tinted Blur Stick, and it is in the shade Deep 9. So I'm going to use this just to cream bronze the skin, add a little bit of color back into the skin. I'm going to take this around the outskirts of the face and also down the sides of the nose to add a little bit of dimension, and then I'm just going to blend that out using a fluffy brush. Now you can see that I've got a little bit of definition, a little bit of color back in the face. My rule of thumb is always to do your liquids and your creams before you do any powders. I personally always like to do my creams and all of that, and then my powder will go right at the end because I feel like I can mess it up if I go back over a powder with a cream. It just doesn't sit right on my skin. I don't feel like it sits right on many people's skin, depending on, of course, how much liquid or cream you've put down. So I'm gonna be this is like a cream gel blushing today. I'm using Florence by Mills blusher. This is in Glowing G, which is a little bit more pinky, and I also like to mix that with a little bit of the ILLAMASQUA Color Veil in Entice, which is more of an orange, and this is a gel blusher. I just feel like these blushers particularly look very natural, and they give you more of a natural skin-like look. So I'm going to mix these together on a stippling brush, and then I'm just going to dot them on my cheeks, on the apples, and then take that up to the temples. And I also like to do the bridge of my nose with this as well. Now the last product or products that I'm going to use before we powder is the L'Oreal. This is the Glow Cherie. It's like a liquid highlighter. I've got the shades Medium Glow and Deep Glow. I actually love to mix both of these together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix both these together, take it on the clean side of my beauty blender, and I'm just going to bounce this just on the high points of the cheeks. This is where I like the ultimate glow. So I'm just going to add this because I don't want to be using any powder highlighters today. Now I'm going to move on to powder. I'm going to be using the MERCIER. This is the translucent loose powder, and I like to just use this on a fluffy brush. You can pop this all over the face if you want to, depending on your skin type. I have more of a dehydrated skin, so I'm just going to pop it down at the T-zone and also just set that concealer in place underneath my eyes. Using a really nice fluffy brush will just make sure that you're not going to add too much powder. You're just adding a really light veil of powder. Now I don't know why, but every time I put powder on, I say a little prayer, because I get so scared of putting powder on. I feel like it's like the end of my base routine, you know, when you put on powder, it's like, okay, wow, don't really want to be going on and adding more concealer or highlighter now. It's kind of the end of that. I always get really scared, but my base is looking so nice. It looks, to me, very natural. It looks just like my skin, just enhanced a little bit, my skin but better. And now I'm going to do my brows. For brows, of course, I'm going to be using the Benefit. This is a Precisely My Brow in shade 4, and then I'm going to go over the top with Benefit's 24-hour brow setter just to make sure that everything stays put in place. Now that your base is complete, it's my favorite part. I have a great passion for base makeup and perfecting base makeup on myself. I love trying all different products. Now that that is done, I'm not going to do anything fancy with the eyes because we want to do this quickly. But what I do like to do when I'm in a little bit more of a rush and I can't do eyeshadow is I like to take a dark brown. I'm just going to take the Anastasia. This is a Cypress Umber in the Soft Glam palette. It's just a dark brown shadow. Sometimes mix it with a black. Today, just a dark brown on an angle brush, and I'm just going to take this on the outer half of my top lash line. That way, this is just going to give me a little bit of dimension to my eyes when I do apply my mascara. And if you do apply falsies as well, it's just going to give you a little bit of definition to your eyes. Now that that's on, I hope you guys can see the difference. It just kind of elongates and adds a little bit of like feline structure to your eyes, which I personally really love. I'm going to move on to mascara. I'm going to be using the Smashbox. This is a super fanned out mascara, and I'm just going to apply a few coats of this on to my lashes. Now you can leave your eyes like this with mascara on. It depends on how much time you have, if you like falsies, if you don't. I'm going to add falsies because this is me, and if you've got an extra 5 minutes, if I've got an extra 5 minutes, I will just chuck them on. Before that, I'm just going to apply a little bit of just brown shadow or bronzer, anything that you've got, just on my lower lash line. You don't have to do this step. It just adds a little bit of definition for me. I like a little bit of a kind of warm honey brown there. Now for lashes, I'm going to be using the Doll Beauty lashes. These are in Selena. I love these. They're super wispy, fluffy. They're just beautiful. So I'm just going to chuck these bad boys on the eyes. Now that lashes are on, I love them. I feel like they look like, you know, when you get lash extensions. So if you've got them, then you don't even need to do this step. Or you could just wear mascara. Also, you don't really need to do the next step if you don't want to. I'm going to add a little bit of lower mascara. I don't know why, but if my lower lashes don't have mascara on them, I feel like my eyes look bold, and that could be because I've got heavier lashes on the top, but I feel like I just need to balance it out. But I only want to do a very light layer. So using my Smashbox mascara again, I'm just going to add a really light layer, one layer on my bottom lashes. For lips, now completely up to you. This look would actually suit a really bold, like wine color, a red color. Really bold lip would go really nicely with this look. But I am going to do my typical kind of everyday pinky, nudie, glossy lip. I'm going to start off with my LA Colors chocolate lip liner, and I'm just going to line the lips. Then I'm going to take L'Oreal's lipstick. This is the Color Rich Ultra Matte Diktat lipstick. It is a cool toned pinky color, and it's actually got gloss on it, so I need to clean it because I just used it yesterday. But it's kind of my go-to, you know, when you want a color underneath your gloss, you don't just want to put a clear gloss over the top. This is the color that is my go-to just for that kind of nudie pinky look. So I'm just going to dab this on to the lips. With the colors on, I like to just blot my lips This just takes off the excess pigment, especially when I'm going to be putting a gloss on top. And for gloss, you can use whatever gloss that you like. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling and the mood that I'm feeling in. But today I just want to pop on a clear gloss over the top just for a super natural, polished, fresh look. So I'm going to be using the SHISEIDO gloss, and I'm just going to be applying that with this kind of flat brush onto the lips. And now the last thing that I'm going to do is spritz my face with the L'Oreal. This is the Shake and Glow Spray Illuminator de Teint Luminous Setting Spray. So I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. And that, guys, is it for this makeup look. Please do let me know your thoughts down below. Personally, these makeup looks are my favorite to do because they're the ones that I wear. They're the ones that I wear often, and they're quick, they're easy, there's not much going on. And I love looks like that. I love looks that are skin focused. Let me know if you want to see more from me, more skin focused stuff. Let me know if you're interested in that down below. Also follow me on Instagram because I upload daily content there, and you can find me on my Instagram stories hourly. Trust me, hourly. I upload hourly, so you can see what I'm up to there. I'll leave that down below. And I love you guys so very much. I will see you in my next video. Mwah.